been bearish, like the swing for is bearish. What is bullish is just the internal, and I told you, like, we're just having this internal pullback to this daily demand as supply, and then we may continue going low, but price may continue going higher, high and high. This is the expectation. We have this is a pullback, and then maybe we may continue, or this pullback may just be over, and then we have a bearish continuation. So currently what we have is the 4-hour internals are bullish, and I just want to mark the most recent transaction because this is what we're trading today. And when you drop down to the 15 minutes, this is what we have. We have a break of structure to the upside. Let me make it smaller. But as you can see, we had this break of structure up here. So this is the 15 minutes IBOS. You may consider it as a break of structure IBOS. It all depends with your marking. If you are aggressive person, so that's all up to you. And then we have a low here. This is a strong low. Strong low because it led to a break of structure. So this is a 15 minutes strong low led to this break of structure. And now we mark the demands that we are likely to target today. We have the extremes. All the extreme demands, they are mitigated. The only unmitigated, it's the wicks, the long wicks. Remember we said long wicks in the lower time frame, they are zones, so we'll just mark them. That's one. These are 15 minutes demand. We shall be having quite a number, and then we have this one, and then we have these ones. I will not mark the ones that are above the 50 EQ zone. The supply, sorry, the premium and discounts. How you mark them from the low to the high, and we use not that one. That 15. So I will not be marking the zones above the M15 zone. So we shall come and do our writing here and say pre-London. Swing bullish, internals bearish, shorts face C, longs will be face D, face B, but low probability because of the pricing. It's way above because it's in the premium. So that's it. That's the expectation. So what we shall be looking at is we had a change of character, we had a break of structure, we had this change of character. So this is an IBOS now. This is an IBOS. So what's the expectation? The expectation is just come and look for the supplies. We have this supply that led to that break of structure. We also have the extreme, although the extreme is mitigated. We have this long wick here mitigated, so we may use this as the liquidity to that zone, to that extreme zone. So we shall be watching this supply, F15 supply, and so this is an F15 supply, and see what will happen when price comes to these zones. So we shall just put our alerts and go on. The next we shall be checking on EU. We shall again start from the 4-hour, and with EU we have been, as I said yesterday, let's delete this one, it's unnecessary. Also this one. Now with EU, the 4-hour is bearish, and I told you, like, sometimes some of you may be aggressive and say there was a change of character here, but for me, I'm using these as my current swing. I know it's just the internal, because we have been having constant break of structures. Depends with how you mark your structures. We have a break of structure, change of character, and so this was a valid, strong low. We had a change of character, we pulled back to the EQ, so this is a swing high. Now after this swing high, we only had a constant break of structures without change of character. So for me, I've been considering these as my swing, like my internal structure. We have this high. We have this high is the swing high, and this low is the swing low. We have pulled back to the extremes of the zone, and this was this was last week, and we pulled back to the daily supply. We still don't have the indication that we shall be having a bearish price action yet, because the fractals are bullish. But we had this break of structure, meaning we have a swing as a fractal high, a fractal low. Meaning we have this fractal low and this fractal high. The price started having this bearish indication that we may be having a bearish price action to the downside. But as you can see, like, the low is way far and the high is too far. So the 4-hour may not give you so much information, because if you trade this structure here, if you decided to trade this structure here, because this is what you shall be trading, it's actually not fractal, because you see we have a fractal low and a fractal high, so we are bullish, and the price action is indicating that we are bearish. So we have a bit complication. It's not as clear as GU, so I'll be looking more on GU than EU for today. When you use the 15 minutes, 15 minutes, it's the same with the structure low, the swing high, having this bearish price action. We expected price to mitigate this, and then we push higher, but that never happened. Price just decided to go high. So with these on the pre-market, what we shall say is pre-London. Is 15 swing bullish plus internals, fractals bearish. So if you like trading today on EU, then it's a bit complicated. Yeah, so I'll just leave it at that. I'm not interested with GU for today. But if you're willing to follow these the fractals, and because it's actually something tradable, you may be aggressively marking the zones, because do we have a 15 minutes, the 15 pip? Not yet, no. So you may decide to just follow the structure without using the pip rule, and we are bearish. So you may be shorting from this supply here. Remember, this being aggressive, I don't advocate for this. This is a 15 minutes supply. We have demands. We are reacting off from this demand. This demand led to a break of structure. and also it flipped this supply here. So this demand is a flip zone. This is the supply, this is the demand. So these are 15 minutes flip. So let's wait and see what happens. On gold 4 hour again. As we said yesterday, we're likely to be bearish from this 4 hour supply. It was never mitigated, but price played out to our expectation. Meaning gold may be bearish, but we can say, like, we just had this, we have this internal bearish order flow, and we have these now, the new 54-hour fractal high. This is a fractal supply. It's because it's in a higher time frame. When you drop down to the 15 minutes, you may have you may use it for shorts, because generally, if this zone was to hold price and push high, then this forward demand, then it should have at least mitigated this forward supply and pushed high. But that has not happened, meaning this supply is still in control. So we shall be patiently looking for, like, we have this extreme demand there. We have not mitigated the price. Again, we have a break of structure here. With this break of structure, this is a 15 minutes IBOS, and we have mitigated almost all the 4 hour, the 15 minutes supplies, but we have this buy to sell 15 minutes supply, and now the extreme one. Expectation is we shall be shorting from these zones. So if we get an entry model from the zones, then we shall be executing, because if you use the fib tool, they are in the EQ. Yeah, so that's basically it for our pre-London. So I'll just indicate here swing bearish, plus internals, expecting shorts, phase C, B, and A. Now, remember, I've told you, like, we may have a reaction from this zone. So